I just got back from a party. Not that kind of party where you have fun. No, not that kind. I went to the kind of party where you're supposed to have fun with the kids, the little ones. But when I get really bored, I just start observing things. Like how air hockey is one of the most beautiful things in the world. In the sense that it shows how much things are really out of your control. The world around you, at least. Because every time your opponent scores a point, it's because the puck was going too fast. Or sometimes you even knocked it in yourself. And that just shows you that you don't really control anything in life. I also observed what kind of people I'm going to be accompanying in the 21st century when we're all older. And I sort of... let me just give you a little perspective of this. They were rocking out to Green Day. That's how bad it is. And music, it isn't the biggest thing, but you can tell a lot about a person by what kind of music they listen to, or if they don't even listen to music. I mean, believe it or not, there are a few people who don't. The kind of people that are destroying the world are the kind who like Miley Cyrus and Rihanna. And that's the majority of the people on YouTube. One of the most popular things of all time on YouTube is like Soulja Boy, Rihanna. Really? I probably wouldn't have as much of a problem with that. Well, I probably would still have a problem with it. I'd be like, really? I'd get irritated, but it wouldn't get to the point where people like The Amazing Atheist, or Pat Condell, or even Philip DeFranco, or Blunty 3000. People who are pretty big, but they're not as big as the stupid shit that we call professional content. Professional content is, if you don't know, essentially when Soulja Boy or Ice-T posts a blog on YouTube, that counts as professional content because it's a face that everyone recognizes. So that makes it professional. And it always sucks. And the main thing that gets me mad about this is how they're popular, but someone like me isn't. And I don't even mean just me. I mean, there are so many great YouTubers out there who don't get the full recognition that they should because of these shit kickers. Or shit eaters, I guess. They don't kick shit at people, they just eat it. I also noticed at this party how selfish small children can be. Also lame. Like, just lame. They can be. Dull. Like, also this was an Obama party, quote unquote. It wasn't really. It was like everyone wears Obama shirts and rocks out to Green Day. If someone was going to represent me, even though I love Obama, I want someone who frowns upon rocking out to Green Day and nose picking and being selfish. I was thinking a lot about the 1950s and the sort of world that they envisioned and they tried to achieve. It's nearly perfect. Have you ever noticed that? There have been periods of time where people say, this is how it was, and everyone went for it. But just a couple weeks ago, two white guys, were planning to go and kill Barack Obama. And that's annoying. When I'm in the same fucking ethnicity as someone, and that's what I hate about this. People categorize you of what other people in your race or town or country do. That bugs the shit out of me. Because when two white guys go around plotting to kill people, I have to say, oh, no, fuck that. No, fuck that. No, that's not me. Because they did it. So that automatically means I'm like that too. Is that how we're going to be remembered? Because there are some civilizations that we don't really know what they're about, and also some, when you think about it, you look back at other civilizations, and you say, oh, they were polytheistic, they were monotheistic, or they didn't really have a religion. Oh. When we self-destruct, what are the next people going to say about us? Are they going to say, well, there were these ones called the Americans over in this little chunk of the world over here, and they were a bunch of Christian bigots, and there were these horrible beasts called gay, and they would pursue them. And do you know that for like 4,000 years from now, the only thing that's going to be left from our society is our satellites. The Egyptians. The fucking Egyptians that we look down upon. The Mayans that we look down upon. The Indians that we look down upon. They lasted 10,000 or more years. And yet we've only been cataloging our history for about 2008 years. If that. And we are already on the decline of our civilization. And we look down upon them. That's how goddamn clever we are. I don't know about you, but I want the kind of world that people have envisioned. The kind that a single person, it can only take one person to imagine. The kind where people can just get along. no war, no disease, no religion, and no bigots, and no Prop 8. That kind of thing. See you, kids.